There are 7 concepts that every data analyst must know, and unfortunately, these are not taught in school or any boot camp. So if you are a beginner, this video is definitely for you. These concepts will help you stay on the same page and understand things without looking lost while talking to your senior or any other data team. And of course, they will also help you build confidence in your first job. Number 1, data warehousing. When it comes to data analytics, most likely your data will be stored in a data warehouse. Think of it as a warehouse which houses data from multiple systems, such as your sales data from Salesforce and finance data from your financial application. Basically, it is a central location of many kinds of business functions data. Here, data is located in tables in the form of rows and columns. The beauty of having data in one place is that it is easy to create reports or dashboards from it. Otherwise, think about it. If different systems data were located in different places and formats, it would be a nightmare to bring them together and analyze for any business insights you need. Number 2, ETL, extract, transform, and load. So we talked about data warehouse, but how does the data get into it? Well, that's the job of data engineers and database administrator. The database administrator creates the tables in the database, and the data engineer uses a process called ETL. Short form for extract, transform, and load. Basically, they extract and acquire raw data and then make any transformation needed, such as formatting the dates according to the database settings, or splitting one column into multiple columns, or removing outliers or unwanted data before it is loaded into a table. On the side note, data engineers are in high demand right now. Number 3, data modeling. Once the data is made into a database, there needs to be some kind of relationship between tables like we have in our family system. If someone from outside needs to figure out whether family members are related to each other, it would be by family name or surname, right? The same thing happens with the tables in the database. They follow many types of relationships based on the database type. Some follow a star schema where one central table is connected to many other tables, and some follow a snowflake schema where the tables are further linked to other tables like a snowflake. All these connections are based on key columns called primary key and foreign key, which are really helpful when you need to link one table to another to fetch information, and it also helps create faster and better queries for the dashboard. So, do you need to memorize these relationships? Well, you don't have to, because there is a table map called ER diagram, short form for Entity Relationship Diagram, which showcases all these relationships. Number 4, KPIs and business metrics. Once you have your data in place, nice and clean, the next thing you need to think about is what kind of insights can you get out of this massive data. You need to decide certain metrics based on which business area you want to focus on. Let's say you work in a call center and you realize that customers are complaining about longer wait times before their calls are being answered and also being put on hold for too long. So the 2 metrics you might want to consider are time to answer and hold time. If your management thinks that these 2 metrics will provide insight into measuring business performance, then these metrics will be designated as KPIs. There are many types of metrics, but I will cover them in a future video. Number 5, dashboards and data visualization. Once you have decided what KPIs you need to focus on, it's time to create central location in the form of dashboard, so that everyone can get the insight they need in one place. However, putting metrics on dashboard alone is not enough. You need to think like a designer who looks through the lens of a graphic designer plus a data storyteller. Because you cannot use bar chart for every single type of data, right? Everything needs to be paid attention to, from choosing the right color, right visuals, and placement of each button or filter. Believe me, aesthetics matter. So there is this effect called aesthetics usability effect. According to this, people think if something is beautiful, it will also be useful. So you can say it's all about first impression. And if you're confused about data storytelling, then check out my newsletter if you want to see how data storytelling is done in real life. Number 6, self-service data analytics. Traditionally, generating reports meant submitting a request to IT or data team. and waiting for days or months to get a simple report. So many organizations started training non-technical analysts in their departments who don't necessarily have advanced skills but are still able to create something low fidelity for their department. Basically, it's a win-win situation for organization as data analysts can be expensive to hire. Number 7, data governance and data quality. Think of data governance this way. If there is anything in the data warehouse, we need to know who it belongs to, what it contains, and whether it has appropriate quality. It is like when you go to ship a package. Each package has all the information about who it belongs to in case they need to contact you if something goes wrong, or if you shipped something that was not allowed to ship. The same thing applies to data. Each data set has something called data owner and data steward, and it goes through checks and balances to make sure it is a good quality data before it even gets housed in the data warehouse. So there you have it. With these 7 concepts, you will be way ahead of 99% of beginners who are learning data analytics on their own. If you like this video, then consider subscribing. And real quick, let's do a quick knowledge check here. So what is that table map called that shows relationships between tables? Comment the answer below.